Hey everyone, welcome back to English Mastery Podcast. I'm Vey, here with James, and today we're about to completely flip your understanding of English speaking. James, what if everything we've been taught about filler words is absolutely wrong? I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. We've been told our entire lives to eliminate, to sound perfect and polished. But you know what? That advice often leads to stilted, robotic, completely unnatural speech. Today, we're flipping the script entirely. We're going to show you how strategically embracing and understanding these linguistic pauses can actually make you sound more confident and more fluent than ever before. This isn't about getting rid of filler words, oh no. This is about mastering them, understanding their hidden power, and using them to communicate with newfound ease and authenticity. Are you ready to discover why some of the most confident speakers use filler words strategically?
Vey, this is such a game changer because most English learners are walking around terrified of saying or and that fear is literally sabotaging their fluency. It's like being afraid of breathing while running. Here's the thing, we've been calling them filler words, but many of these are actually what linguists call discourse markers, and they serve incredibly important functions. When someone says, you know, before making a point, they're actually inviting you into the conversation, creating rapport. Try this shadowing exercise. You know what I mean? Feel how that connects with your listener. Yeah, exactly. And like isn't always meaningless. It can signal approximation or help you think through complex ideas. I mean, gives you processing time while keeping the conversation flowing. These phrases actually build bridges between your thoughts and your listener's understanding. The key is conscious control, not total elimination. When native speakers use these strategically, they sound more relatable and human, not less fluent.
James, that's so brilliant. And here's where it gets really fascinating. The art of the pause and when silence actually speaks louder than words. There's a huge difference between unintentional fillers and deliberate pauses, and mastering this difference is what separates confident speakers from nervous ones. Strategic pauses create emphasis, allow your listener time to absorb what you've said, and build suspense in your storytelling. Listen to this shadowing example. The results were absolutely incredible. That pause makes the reveal so much more powerful. Compare that to, the results were, absolutely incredible. See the difference? One pause is strategic, the other shows uncertainty. Great speakers use pauses like punctuation marks. They're intentional tools, not accidents. When you watch TED Talks or interviews with confident speakers, notice how they use silence. They're not afraid of a moment of quiet while they gather their thoughts. That confidence in the pause actually makes them sound more authoritative and thoughtful, not less fluent.
Exactly, Vey. And now comes the practical part, deconstructing your own filler patterns, because this is where real transformation happens. Here's your homework, everyone. Record yourself having a casual conversation for just 5 minutes. Don't try to be perfect, just be natural. Then listen back and identify your unique filler patterns. Do you say when you're thinking? Do you use like when you're uncertain? Once you recognize your patterns, you can start replacing those unintentional ums and uhs with deliberate pauses or strategic rephrasing. Try this shadowing technique. Instead of, I was really excited, pause and say, I was, really excited. Or better yet, use bridging phrases like, what I found interesting was, or the thing is. These give you thinking time while sounding intentional and confident. It's like upgrading from random stutters to strategic speech tools. Take a breath, embrace the pause, and remember conscious control is the goal, not perfection.
James, this fluent future mindset is absolutely revolutionary. True fluency isn't about eliminating every single filler word. That's impossible. And honestly, it makes you sound like a robot. Real fluency is about having conscious control over your speech patterns and using discourse markers strategically to enhance communication, not hinder it. I want everyone to experiment with different approaches and find your natural voice. Maybe you're someone who uses you to create connection, or perhaps strategic pauses work better for your speaking style. The beautiful thing is that when you stop fighting your natural speech patterns and start mastering them instead, you discover this incredible confidence and authenticity. Your English becomes uniquely yours while still being completely professional and engaging. So here's our powerful call to action for everyone listening. Stop fighting your fillers and start mastering your speech. Record yourself, practice strategic pauses, experiment with discourse markers, and most importantly, give yourself permission to sound human. Your fluent, authentic English journey starts right now, and we believe in every single one of you.
That's absolutely perfect, Vey. Remember, everyone, the most engaging speakers aren't the ones who never use filler words. They're the ones who use them with purpose and confidence. Keep practicing, keep experimenting, and keep being authentically you. See you next time on English Mastery Podcast.